Hey guys! Hi, I'm here finally. So, this is our kickoff. I'm so excited, and I'm at this strange angle because I'm going to want to show you my table and what we got here with the game and everything else. So I'm going to turn it down even on the table more so that you can see it. I'm hoping that you can hear me okay, and I'm hoping that my dog doesn't bark. Which seems to be like the challenge of having a home office, right? I can turn off all my notifications, but the dog's still gonna bark. So I'll apologize in advance. So I hope you're having an awesome day. I've got a couple things to cover with you today for our kickoff. And first of all, yes, your games have shipped. Hi Sarah. So glad you're here. Yes, your games shipped yesterday. They're coming to you via priority mail. You should have them shortly. So I'm excited about that. And I've decided to leave this beta open through next Wednesday. And here's why. I know that some of you are going to get the game and are going to say, oh my gosh, I have a friend who so needs to be in this and participate in the beta with me. And so we're going to go ahead and leave the registration open through next Wednesday. And then after that, we'll close it and it'll just be us for the rest of the 100 days in this program. So if there's someone that after you get your game like, I still want them in, I am leaving the registration open through next Wednesday. So, and of course I do actually have some nice little bonus for you if you do bring a friend. It's a 30-minute intention setting workshop with me. It's a private, just you and me, one-on-one, and it's pretty cool and powerful and fun. So if you have someone that you would still like to invite, we still have some more games that we can use for the beta test, and I am thrilled to have you. Hi guys! Oh, thanks, I'm so glad you're here. So, with that being said, I want to mention again that this is a beta, and because it's a beta test, I'm going to be asking for you for some feedback all along the way. And so, I actually posted our first beta question on the Facebook group, and the question is, why did you register? What about it had you say, raise your hand and say, that's me, I'd love to be part of this, and what do you think that you'll get from that? I actually talked to Pat, Alva Green, this morning, and I want to tell you what she said because she registered this morning after we just talked about it briefly. I'd never met her before. She's a friend of Michelle Baker, who's also another fabulous person participating in this program with us. And so I asked her, so what had you say you want in? And she said, well, first of all, I believe in miracles. And don't we all, right? But she also said that the idea of business chakras was something new for her, and she was excited about the possibility of aligning those business chakras. And she said, to be clear and open to all the possibilities to make my business soar. So if that resonates with you or something along those lines, I would love to hear from you. So go ahead and post right in where it says beta question, why did you register? Why are you here? And I'm thrilled you're here. Thank you. Hi guys, so glad you're here. Hi Victoria, I can't read that so far away. I'm going to have to step up there in a second and see what you said. Thank you guys. So with that being said, I'm going to show you the game. So I'm going to turn down the camera a little bit so you can see it a little closer. There we go. I'm going to get close. All right, cool. So move down a little bit. See my messy. Oh, now you get to see my messy bookshelf. Here, we'll move it up a little bit. You can see. Is that going to work? Oh, dang. See, I tested this and practiced and still don't get it right, right? That's why we do betas. Oh, you guys are so awesome. So glad you're here. Okay, now you can see. I'm going to move the desk just a little bit closer. So, I get close. There we go. All right. So here it is. It's coming in the mail to you. It's in a pretty box. And here's what's inside. And speaking of intentions, this is going to be your booklet for the whole 100 days. And on the very inside of the first page, and I'm sorry, I'm sure it shows backwards on your thing. You don't get to really see, you get to see what it looks like, right? The very first page is about setting your intention. What is it that you want to have happen during this course? And so you put in your information, and my purpose for playing this game. What's your purpose? What is it that you want to cause? What's the highest and best outcome that you'd like to have? And then after that, it asks my benefits for playing the game. What will you and others get because you play the game? Because of course this isn't just about you, right? This is about you putting your work out in the world so that everyone gets your brilliance and the raising of the vibrations and everything that happens because you're doing what you're supposed to do. And then the next one is really a structure question, which is when are you going to play? At first this will take you maybe 10 minutes a day because some people have a hard time hearing what they need to write down. But truly, once you get in the rhythm, it will take 5 minutes a day. But you do need to have some structure around playing. So when will you play? I will be popping on in the morning. I was going to say a real specific time, but you know, the truth is it might move around a little bit, but I will pop on in the morning to give you a prompt. I will pull cards. If for some reason you can't pull your own cards, you can use my cards on a given day. And so that allows you to choose what works best for you. I like doing it first thing in the morning, but you know, sometimes if I get right up and I have to jump around and go to a meeting first thing in the morning, when I get home, I'll draw them. Although I love the intention being set for the whole day and working for me and opening that miracle portal, right? So you're going to fill up, that's the first thing you're going to do when you get this, you're going to fill up that first page. The rest of this is how do you play the game, which I'm going to describe now. And it is actually pretty simple, but don't be fooled. This is a really powerful game. And I want to tell you just for a second, oh, now I got to move back up again, why I do this and where this came from. Oh, there's my doggie. See, she decided to lay down right on the desk, on the chair over there. That's excellent. All right, cool. So here's the deal. Many years ago, in 1998, I met a lovely woman named Lynn True. And in 2005, she died from breast cancer. But the time in between there, between 98 and 2005, we spent all those years trying to decide and find out who gets a miracle and why. Who heals and why. And it was a really interesting time. We ended up getting certified in all kinds of healing modalities. We met with gurus. We hung out in the Sedona Desert. She ended up going to China. We had a wild old time. And what we discovered in the end, of course, is what some of you know already, is everyone gets a miracle. But what happens is most people don't have a miracle practice. You must practice miracles. And I have tried a lot of different modalities. I have tried a lot of different programs. I've spent a lot of money on a lot of different programs and meeting with gurus and that kind of thing. And this game is the culmination of all those years of study. And so it looks really simple, but it is truly very powerful. And I want you to stand in that space when you play it. So here's how it works. Inside, you're going to find 3 decks of cards. There's the Angel deck, the Butterfly deck, and the Peacock deck. And then there's also a pad of journal cards. There's 100 of those. And what you're going to do is you're going to shuffle the cards, holding the intention that you're going to get the card that aligns for you today. So I'm going to choose a card today for everyone here. And if you have a pen and pencil and you want to write this down, what it is, and you can do this along with me. But of course, when you have your own game, you'll have your journal cards. So let's see, which one is for all of us? It's this one. No, it's this one. truth. Then I'm going to shuffle the butterfly cards. And these are the chakra business area. Holding the intention again of drawing the right card for all of us today. This one. I got chakra 1, office space and systems. Sounds really exciting, doesn't it? And then the peacock card, same thing. Hold the intention for all of you and me to get exactly what I need today. Oops, they're kind of stuck together. There we go. This is the one. Completing. Alright, so then you go to your journal card and you fill in where it says to put the angel card, truth. And then it says where to put the butterfly card, office space and systems. And then we fill in the peacock card, completing. Now what we've done by writing those down is we've created a sentence. Oh, and there goes my dog. Thought she was going to be excited there for a second. We've started a sentence. And this is a sentence your brain actually can't answer. This can only be answered by listening to your soul's guidance. And that's what we're really going to work on honing so that you hear it and trust it. And so we're going to start practicing that. So here's how the sentence sounds. I am truth in my office space and systems. Therefore I am completing. Carrie, I love that. Yes, I'm holding a miracle in my hand. That's awesome. So your job now is to listen. So you're going to take a deep breath. I'm going to read it one more time, and I just want you to complete the sentence. Whatever pops in your head is the right answer. So here we go. I am truth in my office space and systems. Therefore, I am completing. I am truth in my office space and systems. Therefore, I am completing. Okay, so what showed up for me was my job. And so I needed to ask for a little bit more information, like, what's my job? And what I got is this, of course, right? I'm creating this, and I need to finish it. Like, it's about completing that. And within the office space and systems, for me, that means I need to have those working. So I'm going to put my job with working systems. So now I have this sentence that says, I am truth in my office space and systems. Therefore, I'm completing my job with working systems. All right, so now the next step is to feel truth. We go to that first place of being truth, of whatever lands in that top spot, to feel it. So now I want you to hang out in truth for a minute. Just feel truth. And from truth, ask and listen for, what are my key actions for today? And write those down. Okay, and there's a place on here to put the date. I always like to have the date down there, which is the 15th. And so what I got was, my key actions was to make a system for gathering the info. So like you guys are all throwing at me some really fabulous stuff. Training, marketing funnel, yep. And just my sales funnel, yeah. Yeah, absolutely, Steve. It's getting really specific answers then. That's something a little different, of finding those little angles that will make an impact on your business. So I need a system for gathering all this info that you're throwing at me, right? Because as an artist, things kind of flow. But I actually need to create a space and a container for all of that so that it can help grow this game and make it better for the next iteration, right? And then I also got meditate. Oftentimes I will get actions that aren't about my business at all, yet they inform who I am and what I bring to my business, and it's the most important thing for that day. And so what's happened now, of course, yes, like Carrie said, you've opened a miracle portal. You are holding a miracle in your hand, and the sacred contract that you've created between holding the space of truth and the action is that you must take that action. If you don't, the sky won't fall. But you've lost an opportunity to create a trust between your soul's guidance and what you're doing in the world. And so this is the two-part thing we're doing, right? We're hearing, and then we're creating trust. And by you actually doing your actions, it creates that trust. So when you all have your notepads tomorrow or the next day, they should be with you on Wednesday or Thursday. You can take a picture of this and then post it in the Facebook group each day. And we will help hold you to those actions. The next thing that you do is you actually go to your booklet, and there's a place to tally these. So the tallies look like this kind of, there, we'll get closer. You're going to tally what we drew. So you go to the business chakra, which was the office space and systems of the first one, and we put a tally mark right on that one. One tally mark. Then we go to the next page. We drew truth, which is right here. And we drew completing, which is over here. So I just put a tally mark on each one of those. And that's all you need to do each day to play it. You're going to carry this around with you as a reminder for that day. And then the next day you'll do another one. Each 25 days, and I'm going to put a schedule out about this today, of when these calls are. The first one is going to be on, got it written down here, Friday, December 9th. 25 days is actually on the 10th, that's a Saturday, and I'd rather do it on Friday. And so we are going to I'm just reading what Steve had to say. So it's time to do a flow chart for my funnel. Ooh. Of course you could do it in an artistic way. In fact, Steve, I hope you post that artistic flow chart that you put on our group. I'd love to see that. That's awesome. So Victoria got set appointments for Saturday. Send, create new pricing script. Wow, you got lots to do, Victoria. Love the trust component. Yeah, absolutely, Carrie. Trust is what we're really honing here, because I want you to trust it in such a way that when you get an intuitive hit, you just act on it because you know it's right. And that just takes some time. Office organization. Perfect. All right, you guys are awesome. So then every 25 days we're going to get together on a Zoom call, and what we're going to do is we're going to actually then start to look at themes. And so that's the next page in your book. You don't need to do anything with that until we hit 25 days. and we're going to talk about themes. And this is where you're going to really pinpoint what it is that you need to focus on and take care of in your business. And maybe it might show some blind spots, or it might even show you've got balance through those things, you just need to do more. Or maybe it'll show that you have an area that really needs to be developed, and it'll be very clear for you. And so that's a really exciting part of it. As we go through so each 25 days we're going to be checking in, and we're going to be finding those themes, and at the end even an overall theme. A really cool thing about that is that after we're done with the 100 days, you can actually pull out just the cards that need to be developing in, and you will just play with only those cards, and it can really make your miracles happen even faster, which is a really cool idea. So that's the next thing, right? So you get to keep playing. Okay, what if you can't figure out if you're an angel or a peacock? I'm assuming, Victoria, that you are referring to the ebook that I sent out, and this will actually help show, even if it doesn't show exactly if you're acting mostly as an angel or a peacock, this game will show what needs to be developed, like what you need to spend a little more time on, because ultimately everyone has all the tendencies of angel, peacock, and butterfly. There's just one usually that we like to hang out in. I really love to hang out in the butterfly space of collaboration and talking with friends and connectors, and that's my favorite place to be. And yet what happens is sometimes I don't get done then what I'm supposed to get done, because I'd way rather just be hanging out. And then I default to angel, which is to think about it and do some, build a spreadsheet and then ask for guidance and do all those kind of things. And then my third one is actually finally getting to action. And so I often see, so I actually got my game mock-up about 30 days ago, and I've been playing for 30 days on this version. Of course, I've been doing this kind of stuff for 8 years, but I've been playing this version that you guys are going to be playing for the last 30 days. And the very first day, it reduced me to tears because what I got was, I am kindness in my purpose in the world, therefore I'm completing. I got a completing one then too. And it hit me like a wave that I am not kind to myself at all in my business. I would say really mean things to myself, and to see that I truly needed to develop in that day some supportive systems for my mindset to make this go, and actually even get to this point, right, that we're actually launching the beta. So when you go through the themes and you start to see, when we hit 25 days, Victoria, you are going to see that the reason these cards, even with the angel cards and the peacock cards, angel cards and peacock cards are divided into angel, peacock, and butterfly cards, is because you'll see if you start to draw a lot of peacock cards, for instance, which is what happened to me in the first 30 days. I drew a lot of peacock cards because they were all about getting more action. That's exactly what I needed to do. I needed to spend more time getting stuff done and less time thinking about them or collaborating on them or that kind of thing. And so that little nudge really moved me in the right direction to get into more action and to make that happen. So yes, that is that. I see, hang on, I get closer to read what the rest of these say. Steve says, I love that you do spreadsheets and art. You rock. You rock too, Steve, because I know you're an accountant and an artist, so that's awesome. You guys all rock. I am so excited that you are all here. Thank you for joining in the kickoff. Of course, if you have questions, definitely post them here on the Facebook page, or you can send me emails or a private message as well if you don't want to post it onto the group. What else do I have for you? I think that was it. That was everything on my list, so I have to make a list, otherwise I'll forget. And you will get your games if you have any. If for some reason they don't show, definitely let me know. I will have them tracked, and kind of thing. So what time is the call on December 9th? We are going to do noon Central Time. It's a Friday, December 9th. I will send you the list and the links. We'll be doing that on a Zoom call. And so we can all see each other because I like to see your face and hear your feedback and all that kind of thing. So I'm so looking forward to supporting you in having miracles. Let's co-create some. Yay! Thanks for coming, guys. We'll see you soon.